Thank you very much. We're Brick by Brick from Albany, New York. We like shots. Bring us some whiskey. Bar is open over at the merch table. Give us your money.
So in 2004 was the original inception. We were all from Troy or surrounding areas. So we had the Troy Core moniker for years. The singer that we had screwed up more than he contributed. So after a decade, we finally pulled the trigger and replaced the singer. After Ray joined, we can actually do things. So we started touring, we started recording, we started doing a lot of stuff. So we got these 5 songs that we're working on, and we have Joey Z from Life of Agony is going to produce it. Right now, Jeff and I wrote the bulk of everything, and then we presented it to Joey. So then he put his 2 cents in on arrangements. So we're going with 3/4 of what he was telling us to do. So we're learning our own songs again, and we're gonna rehearse them and get ready to record. We're crossing more over into the metal genre as well anyways.
Since I joined as drummer, it's been much more thrash metal oriented, I'd say. The songs are coming out very Slayer Testament-esque.
A lot of people like to pick a genre that they are because they want to pigeonhole themselves and they want to, like, you know, create a sound for themselves. I don't give a fuck, and I don't think anybody else does either in the band. It's like, yeah, we're heavy. That's it. We have metal, we have hardcore, we have thrash, we have all aspects of it. It's like we don't need to have it dialed in that way.
The way I look at it is it's metal with a hardcore attitude, and I mean, like I said, we like to have fun. That came about when we played with Hatebreed, when we played Bored Dead Fest, and Damn Brotherhood bought all these bricks. We didn't even know. Next thing I know, I see a brick fly into the crowd, and some girl get hit in the head with it, and it bounced off her head, and I was like, all right, well, that was a brick, and it bounced. And next thing I know, there's 10, 20, 30, 40 bricks being thrown. I was like, oh, that's awesome. So, yeah, so some bigger shows will probably... the
fear in people's faces for that first brick.
Might slip a real one in there. You never know.
Whoever gets hit by the real brick gets a prize.
We show up for a festival at 11 a.m. It's hot. It's nice out. We set up our merch and start drinking.
You were drinking all day in the heat.
Not eating, because you forget to eat when you're having fun. Yeah, that's when the chaos ensued. So we had a nice pit. Now, I know there was a guy that was moshing and a gun fell out of his pants, but I don't know if that. Do you remember that?
I do remember that. I remember breaking the kid's wheelchair, flipping him right out of his wheelchair.
I remember watching the wheel. I'm like, oh, not good. And then
throwing the microphone across the room, fucking the whole thing.
People were tripping over him. People were trying to stop people from moshing because they didn't see him on the ground. The next thing you know, a fight breaks out. Stuff's getting thrown. It was like it looked like a prison riot from the stage. And then we had to stop playing. Jameson punched the promoter in the face. He jumped over the drums, punched the promoter in the face. The owner was up there. I remember him getting shoved over the monitors. And then I remember grabbing the owner around the neck and just saying, we're going to play one more song and we're done. And then we played, and then we did Wrote Him by Pennywise. The next thing you know, everybody was fighting. They're all arm in arm singing the chorus and everything. And they let the show go. And I remember...
it was Easter. It was Easter the next day.
And our show got canceled. So we had a day off, and we were just sitting there kind of bumming around. And then my phone rang, and our booking agent said, "Hey, I filled the date. We got a show today. It's, you know, they'll give you a little bit of money." And I'm like, "Yeah, it beats having a day off." "Where is it?" He goes, "Well, it's at the same venue you just played last night." Okay. Everybody's like, "What?" I'm like, "Ah, fuck it, we'll wing it." So I remember we parked out front of the venue, and I'm like, "No, I'll go see what's up. What's the worst thing that can happen, you know?" So I went in the venue, and I went through the back door where we were, and there's the promoter with his black eyes, and then the owner had like a scrape on his forehead, and they just looked like they had a rough night. And I owned it. I was just like, "Yo, what's up, guys? How you doing? We had a great time last night." And gave the guy a hug, and I'm like, "Thanks for having us. We had so much fun." And yeah, I guess we're playing here again today. And they were just looking at me like they couldn't believe I was even talking to them. And I just said, "Where do we set up our merch? Same spot?" And the one guy just looked at us and goes, "Yeah." Okay, cool.
Okay.
And we played. Next thing you know, both the promoter and the owner were buying merch, and we were hanging out and drinking again.
Maybe I should have killed 400 or 500 people, then I would have felt better.